Saint Benedict was a monk born at Norcia, Italy around 480 AD. After studying primary school in Norcia, he moved to Rome to expand his understanding of literature and law. Disgusted by his peers' lives and seeing Rome's difficult political situation, he took his nurse with him and moved to Affiliate with a group of priests, where he first performed his first miracle. The infamy it brought him made Saint Benedict to pull himself out of society and lived as a hermit inside a cave, known only by a monk, Romanus, that brings him food and clothing.
After 3 years, some shepherds became friends with Saint Benedict, and from there, the Benedictine order took root. Later on, he founded and built 12 monasteries and assigned 12 monks to each of them. Moreover, around 525 and 529 AD, Saint Benedict founded the Abbey of Monte Cassino, which became the cradle for Benedictine monks all over the world.
In his stay at Monte Cassino, he did significant activities like supervising the building of the monastery, established a monastic order, devoted himself to evangelizing the local population who practiced pagan worship, writing the Holy Roll, and performed many miracles. Saint Benedict's miracles were recorded by Pope Saint Gregory in the second book of the Dialogues. Furthermore, his records became significant to this day, therefore letting the world know about Saint Benedict's life and miracles. Today, we are going to talk about one of Saint Benedict's significant miracles, reading the minds of the monks.
The Benedictine rule is very strict, as it revolves around the concept of absolute obedience to the abbot. Most people who are acquainted with the freedom and luxuries of modern living would find this type of life too demanding. Benedict's emphasis on obedience to a supervisor is intended, on the one hand, to stop monks from excess, and on the other, to spur on the less enthusiastic.
The monastery, where the Benedictine monks had resided, was envisaged not as a prison camp to punish offenders, but as a caring community where people come together to support each other in their chosen path, to submit the entirety of their lives to the will of God.
This miracle occurred when a number of monks were sent to deliver a message to a neighboring town. Saint Benedict ordered the said monks to follow and uphold their tradition and fast throughout the journey. However, the trip took longer than expected, resulting in them getting peckish. A local resident of the said town invited the monks over to their home for a meal before going back to the monastery, and after which, the monks gladly accepted, discussing among themselves. Who would know? And little did they know, Saint Benedict did. Returning home from the journey, Saint Benedict immediately asked the monks, "Where had you eaten?"
The monks then respectfully responded, "We haven't eaten anywhere." To which Saint Benedict immediately replied, "Where and what had you eaten? And how many drinks did you had?" Caught as well as terrified of the fact that Saint Benedict knew all the details of what they had done, the monks fell down trembling at his feet and confessed their sins.
Written in the 51st chapter of the Rule of Saint Benedict, entitled On Brethren Who Go Not Very Far Away, states that a brother who is sent out on some business and is expected to return to the monastery that same day shall not presume to eat while he is out, even if he is urgently requested to do so by any person whomsoever, unless he has permission from his abbot, and if he acts otherwise, let him be excommunicated.
Food eaten outside the monastery would possibly be richer than what the monks would consume when cloistered, and could be seen as indulgence. In addition, the practice of eating together with the other monks was and is an essential aspect of being a Benedictine. The monks value the community, and it is vital that they all wear the same clothes, eat the same food, and live under the same conditions.
Saint Benedict envisioned a balanced life of prayer and work as the ideal. Monastics would spend time in prayer so as to discover why they're working, and would spend time in work so that good order and harmony would prevail in the monastery. Benedictines should not be consumed by work, nor should they spend so much time in prayer that responsibilities are neglected. According to Saint Benedict, eating, drinking, sleeping, reading, working, and praying should be done in moderation.
The wisdom of Saint Benedict's rule lies in its flexibility, its tolerance for individual differences, and its openness to change. For over 1,500 years, it has remained a powerful and relevant guide for those who would seek God in the ordinary circumstances of life. Benedictine values are as necessary today as they were in the 6th century. Who could look at the greed is good legacy of the 1980s and not desire change?
In an era of countless personal and societal sins, materialism, racism, and destruction of the earth through waste and carelessness, Saint Benedict's rule remains a powerful alternative, another way of living life, making each and every day a revelation of the divine. This is Group 3, Freshmen of Human Biology and Environmental Science.